College Hill, y'all. I'm going to be doing episodes 3 and 4. It's a little late, but hey, it's not right, but it's okay. We're going to make it anyway. Not always there when you call, but I'm always on time. But I gave you my all. Now, baby, be mine. I mean, we can go on and on. Whatever y'all want to throw in there to excuse it is fine by me. Hope everybody's doing okay, child. We in here. How about that? So, College Hill. Okay, so I'm going to be reviewing episodes 3 and 4. I have my notes and stuff, and so here we go. Okay, so let me see. We have the people that are getting up for a field trip. Some of them. Iman is currently not in the home, and neither is Ray J. Iman, he talked about a little bit how he had to leave to go take care of business. And I'm assuming Ray J did the same, although he didn't necessarily say what it was. It's always something with Ray J. This is his second time to redeem himself with this whole college experience, and he still is Raymond. But it seems like in the later episodes, it seems like he's starting to take it seriously now. Maybe he'll finally go on ahead and graduate with the class and yeah. But Ray J is Ray J. He don't want nobody to tell him nothing. You can't tell him nothing. He is him, and he's definitely feeling his star of the show energy. And I don't know what for, because in my opinion, Ray J is not the star of the show. But hey, whatever. So they're all getting ready to go to the EGI Museum, the Equal Justice Legacy Museum, darlings. They're all getting ready outside of Ray and Iman. But what I liked about Iman is that Iman communicated with certain members of the house that he was leaving, and he also told the teachers, most importantly, that he was leaving. So he made sure that his work, when he got back, was going to be set up and he was going to be able to recover it, etc. It's all about communication, something that Raymond don't do. So yeah, but like I said, in the latter episodes, for just judging by the previews, it looks like Ray J is finally going to get it together. Let us pray. Okay. So we see Parker. Parker apologizes to Jocelyn. I would not have. Jocelyn was wrong and nasty to Parker. She came out there, didn't know what happened. She called her a sneaky, fake young lady. And although it was absolutely hilarious, it was not right. But Jocelyn could care less, right? And she apologized to Parker, apologized because she know that Jocelyn don't really have much sense. So it's best to just, if you're gonna be with a person, to just apologize so that y'all can move on. Because as we can see, Jocelyn is gonna move on to somebody else. She done picked on Parker, so now she's gonna come for Amber, because she can't do nothing with New York. Okay. We get to the museum. What a powerful place. I would love to go one day. Everybody is talking about their experiences there. Their literature. Is it literature? No, the civil rights teacher tells them that they need to they need to break up in teams of 2, and each person needs to talk about something that they learned, a fact that they learned in the museum. Once somebody had mass incarceration, one group had lynching, one group had segregation, one group had slavery. And so, yeah, I think that, how was the groups? I think it was Tiff and Parker that had mass incarceration. O and Jocelyn Orion, they had racial terror. Quay and Amber had segregation. And they talked about that. It's just, it's nice because I'm learning a lot of stuff that I don't necessarily know. I would say this. It just seems there's a spirit about this place. And if I was to go to HBCU, for me anyway, I would definitely probably choose Alabama State University. It gives me something in my heart and spirit. It really does. It's speaking to me for some reason, this college. Yes, and I really enjoyed the last college the people was at as well. But this one is just doing something to me a little bit more. I don't know why. Okay. So they played a prank on Iman when he got back in the house. They made it seem like Jocelyn and Quay had beef. Jocelyn threw water on Quay. Quay was at like he's getting ready to get Jocelyn. Of course, Iman got in between them to hold them back, and it was all a joke, cute and funny. They did the same thing with Ray J and said that Parker and Jocelyn got into a fight. And Ray J believed it because it's Jocelyn, and but you know it was all BS. Okay, it was interesting how well, I don't know if interesting is the word, but it was in a way, even though she was crying, it was nice to see Jocelyn feel so connected and get so emotional during her time at the museum. I don't know, I just thought it was something very beautiful about it. But then she go back to the house and cause holy hell. So hey. Okay, so moving on from that, what do we see? Quay, Tiffany, and Parker, they are going to be a part of the Magic City Classic, this big football game at the HBCUs. Quay is going to be on the drum line, Tiffany is going to be on the flag corps, and Parker is going to be a dancer. So, all of them are sucking right now, but they're going to keep going and work it out. I definitely would have been on chorus. If they have a chorus team, I definitely would be on the chorus, child. If they had that, because that's what I love to do, child. Oh, Lord, Lord. Well, all right. It's interesting how I understand some of them are celebrities. Well, all of the shade. Well, all of them are celebrities and stuff. But there's different levels to celebrity, as we know. But anyway, the point is that I don't know why none of this is arranged ahead of time. Like all the stuff that they have to do, all the things they have to prepare. Like why is nothing like you're literally going through school, like real school. Like, why is there not certain things that's planned either before or after you leave versus during the entire process? It's so hard to make up stuff. And I can only imagine. I just wouldn't be bothered with, oh, I got to take care of some business. It's going to have to wait. Because, my God. But, I think that some people, when it comes to this kind of situation, some people are taking it a little bit more seriously than others. Okay, we get to the acting class, the acting teacher with them blue eyes. I'm still trying to figure out their context or not, but I do like him. He be getting Ray together, he be cussing the people out, etc. Ray J and all them show up to the class. Ray J is acting asleep, got his shades on, acting ridiculous, being childish, being Dorian from Moesha. And he wants him to find a metaphor that describes who they are and like their trials and tribulations or whatever, to describe a hardship that they've been through in their life. I was like, oh, okay. Amber, she starts to talk. She was just like, she's her most happy during Halloween, and I was like, of course, only Amber. And she starts to get emotional, and Quay started to console her, but Jocelyn was just looking at her. Okay, so moving on to episode 4. So, like I said, everything was situated with Iman, because he talked to the professors, and everybody knew what was going on with Iman. Ray J didn't say a damn thing, because Ray J really don't care for real. So anyway, Dr. Petty, the HBIC at the university, she showed up at the house, knocked on the door. Didn't nobody know what to do. Amber bald-headed ass answered the door. And she was just like, hey, Dr. Petty, what's going on? She was just like, oh, well, I came to visit the people that didn't come to class. What's good? Amber was like, child, they right now. Tiffany's trying to avoid Dr. Petty. It was so funny. She ends up talking to Dr. Petty, and she was just like, she was hungover, etc. And that's for me. That's why I don't party. Like, I don't do anything if I have to work the next day or go to school or any of that. I just don't play them kind of games. I just already know how my mind, body, soul, and spirit is set up. And me going out the night before I go to work early in the morning, or if I was in school or whatever, it just would never work for me. So that little party they had for album, I would say I don't mean no harm. I really don't. But I'm a party with y'all a little bit, but I'm not drinking a thing. And I'm gonna be out after a certain time, cause I don't mean no harm. And y'all can take it as disrespect if y'all want to, cause it is hard. It's hard. You really don't realize how much partying takes out of you, but it really is, especially as you get older, and you do it all the time. It really does take something out of you, baby. And I just anyway. Dr. Petty ends up talking to Ray J, motivating Ray J, trying to be there for Ray J, as they always do. But you know, Ray J is Ray J, but I think it's clicking in his head this time. We'll see. And who else? She tried to go knock on Jocelyn's door, but Jocelyn did not answer the door. She ended up talking to Jocelyn, and Dr. Petty basically was just like, look, the same speech. I'm here for all y'all. I love y'all. I want to see y'all do well, but don't play with me. And it's like, ooh, Dr. Petty look like she ain't the one. Let me see. So Tiffany, so we get to the African American literature class, who I think that she's probably my favorite teacher. I think it's Dr. Trimble, I believe, Professor Trimble, something like that, Timble. Anyway, in that class, they were supposed to talk about something that they are hiding from, like a shield, their mask, pretty much, that they put onto the world to hide whatever they're hiding. New York got up there first. She held up the I Love New York chain, legendary chain, darling. And she talked about she hid behind her New York persona, and she really wants to get more into Tiffany and Tiffany's wants and Tiffany's needs, and for us to know who Tiffany is, because we know New York and we love New York. But it's time for us to love Tiffany. We'll see. Quay got up there with his TT wig and was just like, you know, this character that I have created has brought me a lot of good things, but it's somewhat time to retire this, and I want people to know me for me, and I hide behind this wig to cover up who I really am, and all that. Amber, she talked about how, you know, she got with Kanye West in 2009, and then her world was turned upside down. She was instantly called, labeled this and that. So she became that for the people and really, you know, put a stamp on it. She was like, no, I'm going to call you this before you get the opportunity to call me this and all that. And I like that. She kind of took it into her own hands, her identity, her sexuality and all that. And so, yeah, I'm with it. Listen, what are you going to do? You know? Orion says he hides behind his dreads. Iman says that he hides behind the jersey and the stuff that he's been through with that. But you know, everybody's getting into themselves. Ray J did a great speech. Ray J is super smart and capable of everything, but he just has to want to. He just falls back into that Ray J thing, that Ray J Dorian, playful, childish, it's about me, Brandy's brother, you know, that thing that he does. And so, yeah. Anyway, let me see. Ray J, he went to the African American Legacy Museum, and Dr. Petty in her class, she wanted everybody to come up with a hymn. That was what I didn't talk about last week. They each had a part of the hymn there, and they sung it. They was in groups or whatever. Some people did it solo, and it was really cute. Ray J did his hymn, and he sounded good. Let me see. Tiff, Quay, Parker, they practice. Let me see. Okay, so this week it was all about the midterms. In every single class, from French to civil rights to African American literature to what's the other class? I think that's all they class. Acting. They all got midterms, like around the same time or on the same day, and I can only imagine how stressful that is. It's usually like that. Which is crazy. But yeah, it's best to just keep all your notes and stay on top of everything throughout the whole year because you never know when they're gonna throw something at you. But for the most part, some of these midterms seem kind of simple. Definitely, the French midterm seemed kind of simple. As long as you just know the basic words in French, then I think you should be good because you just want them to have a conversation. And the civil rights one, he just want them to write 1 or 2 pages of things they've learned pretty much. And that shouldn't be hard, child. They can do that, later on. Now the other two, the African American literature one, and the other one, had a brain fart, forgot what it is. Those are the ones that's going to be a little bit of challenge, child. As the African American literature, she wants them to come up with a folklore, and split up in teams and perform like a narrative of different things that would have went on back in the day and how they would have handled it, conversations, etc., stuff like that. I was like, Sean. As far as acting though, he's a really good teacher. He seems like he's a lot of fun. He talked about what's a metaphor that they would come up with to talk about during the midterm final. And Orion, he brought up his metaphor would be a castle made of sand, in which he got this beautiful picture when he was super young. He achieved this success, or he had this, basically talking about his music career, but he was not ready for all that, and then it just kind of crumbled and faded away. I think it was more reasons as to why that happened, but it just wasn't his time. So that was his, and Jocelyn talked about how she did it, and her coming from the slums of Puerto Rico and making a name for herself and all that, which is great. It is, but the way that you did it was not, the way that it was done is not necessarily, I don't want to say proper, because what's really proper these days? I'm not proper. But there's just better ways to achieve whatever that you wanted to in that way. Y'all get what I'm trying to say. Whatever. Okay, so let me see. What else is happening? Amber, she talked about her dad not being in her life, how her dad always wanted to be there apparently, but it was issues with her and the mom and blah blah blah. So I don't know. Okay, let me see. So Orion's brother, he comes by to basically do yoga and stuff. I said, ooh, well, this is interesting. They look so much alike standing beside each other. And it was interesting. Apparently the yoga session went a little long. Amber and Ray J got up. It was like, child, it's time to eat. What's going on? Because this is crazy. Okay. So they start to work on their, I swear, whenever I get on these videos, there's always something going on outside, child. They start to work on their African American midterm. What I do like is they are bringing in people, actual students from the college, and working with them. Because we have Ray J, Amber, and this guy named Aldrich and Quay. They're working together, but Quay was doing his drumline thing. And then we have Tiffany Parker and this guy named Trenton, who's cute. And they're working on, their moment. And then there's Iman, Orion, and Jocelyn. And so they're working on their moment. And, it was cute. I can't wait to see the little folklore is acted out and all that kind of stuff. Let me see. There was a moment when they were trying to study and everything, and Tiffany got mad at Ray J because they was like in the library or whatever, and Ray J and Jocelyn was acting up, dancing, acting a fool, and Tiffany didn't appreciate it. She cussed Ray J out, in which I understand that frustration. When you're trying to be serious, but everybody else around you is playing, yeah, you might snap because you want to do well. Ray J is Ray J. Does he really care? I guess we'll see. But yeah, I felt that. I felt that moment, and then when she turned her back, they still kept doing it and stuff. I was like, child, that's why y'all on Zeus. So anyway, let me see. It looks like next week, Amber and Quay is going to get into a child, and Quay has kind of been Amber's emotional support dog. Not calling him an animal or nothing, but y'all know what I mean. And so apparently it's going to be a situation where it's time for Amber to be there for Quay, but she don't say nothing because Amber is for Amber, and the devil. Allegedly. Being an atheist, does that automatically mean that you believe in the devil or rep the devil? I don't think so, right? But I don't know. I like Amber, but it's just, you come here to this black ass school and with this black ass experience and all this kind of stuff, and you just I don't know. I know the girl has been through a lot in her life with people, all kind of people, black people, white people. I'm sure she's had a difficult life. She talks about it every second, so I'm sure. But I don't know. It's just sometimes she's very smug with how she says things and does things, and it's just like, well, girl, everybody's being respectful to you as much as you can. You just love to just, I don't know. Sometimes she's just like borderline disrespectful to me with certain stuff that she say and do. But of course the other black men ain't gonna say nothing in the house because they want to sleep with her. And the girls in the house, it's just, child, they all over the place. So I don't know. But anyway, I'm still liking College Hill. It's still good to me, child. With that said, I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at It's Kingsworth on Instagram and Twitter, at It's Kingsworth89 on Snapchat, Chase King on Facebook, Mr. Chalaki on Cash App and PayPal, and as always, run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. Stay black, stay tuned, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.